Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a timeless reading for the collective, so whenever and however you come across this video, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. And every morning we pull one card randomly from the mega deck. You can look down in the description below if you haven't before to see what all went into the mega deck and how that was put together. But today's card is from the Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, our beloved 2002, I believe, a vintage deck. And before we go in the reading for the book, which we always do, we also want to get the information and messages, any kind of transmission that's coming to us directly from the card and the image itself. And what a beautiful card, what a beautiful energy for us for today. Beautiful, nurturing, emotional, love, green, heart chakra. And can't you just feel that little kitten purring up against her heart? Isn't that's one of my favorite things. I'm definitely a cat person, not just by name. My current feline companion is Abby, and I love her to death. She's sometimes quite a handful, but she's a mature cat. And but there's also beautiful healing energy that comes from owning all sorts of kinds of animals. If you have birds, you love birds, and you have maybe some exotic pets. I'm assuming everybody on this channel would be responsible and conscientious pet owners of whatever types, but lizards, it does not make any difference. When you have something in your life, it's like having a perpetual child a lot of times. There's a responsibility that we have to them to be good caretakers, to be giving them as much as they are giving us, and to make sure that it's of mutual benefit relationship. We have, because we are humans and we understand the mechanics and all of the different aspects of being pet owners, we understand that there's a responsibility there. What are some aspects of owning a dog that are of great benefit? We know a lot of people who have either sight or hearing challenges have dogs in particular that are companions for them, that help them navigate city streets, for example, seeing eye dogs, as well as auditory too. They Owners must get out and walk them. Unless you have a dog that's like perpetually crated with potty pads, which is not a healthy environment for anybody all the time. Get them outside. Even my perpetually indoor kitty gets open door time. I'm obviously monitoring that all the time, and there's a screen door, a storm door, but that's getting outside, getting exercise. Those are things that dog owners in particular get that maybe cat owners, bird owners, lizard owners, whatever. We don't normally take those guys out for walks or for runs. They're not the best companions in terms of traveling. Dogs are way better for that kind of thing. So an increased sense of purpose in this responsibility. They're good for your heart. They're good for your emotions. They're good for you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, every possible way. Then we've got cats, and cats are very interesting critters. Their purr, which they produce, has a healing frequency, and they've actually documented this. You can look it up. I'm not going to give you the specifics on it if you're not familiar with that, though. And so they've actually started doing like kinds of pain treatments as well as healing bones. Those purr vibrations are at a specific frequency that helps with those processes. Really. So really very powerful. Cats are also very commonly known as being companions or familiars, if you will, with folks that practice any type of witchcraft, Wiccan, that kind of thing. If that's something that's not your thing, you hear those words and you're kind of going, no, don't Don't worry about it, okay? The cats have nothing to do with whatever particular practices people do, okay? Cats are amazing. They're very, very intelligent, but they don't have really great memory. At least mine doesn't. And so you have a lot of opportunities for interactions that you wouldn't have with people, that you wouldn't have with inanimate objects, plants, you know, for example. So I have lots of fun. Even though she's like 13, 14 years old, she still loves chasing little balls made out of rolled up receipts. Craziness, I know. Don't buy this cat any fancy toys. Just give her a piece of paper that's wadded up. Tape works just as well. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the reading says for us for today. For Yvonne, she says, you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. So if you've recently lost one of your furred or feathered beloveds, I'm sending you love and healing now with that. It's a genuine loss, and you need to acknowledge that. You need to acknowledge that it's okay to cry. It's okay to be unhappy, to be sad. It's absolutely fine. You don't want to stay in that place for too long, and it doesn't do your pet any, it's not a good homage to them at all. Just like when people move on and transition out of this life into another next life, we wouldn't, when we are passing, we wouldn't want those that are still walking the planet to be grieving unnecessarily long, to be, you know, putting their lives on hold because we're no longer there. We don't want them to do that, so nobody else wants us to do that when they pass, and it includes our pets. Love that rainbow bridge example, this idea that, you know, they're literally crossing over. And I've seen this in my mind. Had many cat friends who had a brief time where they shared it with me, and then they moved on to their next life. And we give them opportunities to, if you believe in reincarnation, if that's your thing, we understand that these pets have souls. We've seen them, we interact with them. They touch us emotionally. And in that relationship, in that communication, is that divine love. Just needed to say that before we started the book reading. Animals respond to your kind and gentle ways. You have a special understanding of them. You can relate to the innocence and trusting nature of animals, and you feel a call to help them. I am one of your guardian angels, and I am here to tell you of the beautiful ripple effect that your relationship with animals has created. Your love for animals has also forged a deep bond and appreciation with you and the nature angels. All of the animals whom you have ever loved continue to be with you like guardian angels. Your love for them keeps these animals at your side forever. Your pets in heaven are happy, spiritually healthy, and playful and affectionate. Your pets on earth are surrounded by angels who bestow miracles upon you and them. In many ways, the animals act as angels for you and your loved ones. You are someone who truly appreciates the angelic qualities of these animals. You are able to communicate wordlessly with these wondrous creatures, and your special bond with the animal kingdom is opening new doors for you right now. Well, that is very interesting. Thank you very much, Angel Yvonne. New doors opening for you as a result of your special bond. So this may be something we've been talking recently on this channel, living your authentic life, being your most authentic self, following your passion. What are your passions? What are your, what are the things that make you get excited about getting out there and doing things? Maybe you've been thinking about, I want to be of more service in my community. I want to have a bigger effect, have a larger field of influence in my community. And you've been considering volunteering somewhere. quite possible volunteering for an agency, a rescue agency, an adoption agency, contacting their Craigslist is an amazingly crazy network, neighborhood, community board that you'll find not great things, sometimes bogus things, but in all of that is a lot of people that are just asking, is anybody interested in this? Check out the volunteer sections, check out the pet sections, check out the jobs wanted section for pets and animals in particular. Your potential is unlimited. So if there is something that has piqued your interest and you've just never really felt like you had enough time, you had enough energy, you had enough resources, Angel Yvonne is letting you know now. Those resources are going to be coming to you now. So that's the only thing I can think of to add on for this reading is this is something, if you have been feeling this nudge, if you've been feeling this pull, if you've been considering reaching out to somebody about that, or if somebody has asked you for some assistance, this may be your opportunity to say, yes, I'm available for, and make sure that you are specific. If you have, you're working full time, you've got a family, your time is not, there's not a whole lot left after even just those two things. So be very clear in your boundaries, your healthy boundaries. I am available for this amount of contribution every month of $5, $10, whatever. Or I may be available every 2 weeks for an hour, whatever it is. If it feels puny to you, don't. This may be that one slot that needs to be filled for them that makes them function perfectly. You are needed. You are in a place right now where you can reach out and do something. If that is what you have been considering, if that's what you've been having your interest piqued for others, this reading is just to let you know if you have recently lost a loved, four-legged, furred or feathered friend, don't dismiss your feelings. They are being watched over by the angels, and they are now part of your angel cadre. They are surrounding you with their love that is just a reflection of your love. So you take this healing energy with you for the day. Take this love, take this nurturing, and make it a part of your day today. You are awesome, and I love you. If no one has said that to you recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. I love you. You are amazing. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Namaste and ciao for now.